What is going on, guys? Today we are going to learn about concept of for loops in C++ programming language. As you can see that we are using code block software to run the C++ programming. So here, how can we create the project? So it's quite simple. In the last video session we have already discussed about the software, means how can you create a new project and how can you write the code on code blocks. But here you can see over here. So here we have to click on create a new project, and then console application we have to select, click on the go button, and here next. And here you can see that we have two options here. You have to select a C++ if you are working on the C++. So right now we are learning C++, so I have to click on C++ and then click on next button, and here you can give the project name. Suppose we are going to learn about the for loop, so here I'm providing the project title for loop, and click on the next button, then finish. So you can have a blank empty pages over here, and here you can see that this is the project name for loop, and just below it you will find the sources, and behind the sources you will find plus symbol over here. Just click on the plus symbol, you can see the main.cpp, and once you double click on this, so you will get the sample code of C++ programming, and each and everything I have explained in the previous video. So here I am going to show you that how can we write the code for the for loop and what would be the syntax and flow of execution of the for loop. So let's write the code, and we'll see that how can we write the code for the for loop. So here suppose I am writing integer x, means we have declared one variable, name is x, and this is the syntax of for loop. We have to use the for. Inside the bracket I have to initialize the x with 1 semicolon, x is less than equals to 10, again semicolon, and x plus plus I have written over here, and you can see that this is the curly braces I have used. And inside this for loop I have to print like value of x I need to print. So here you can see that what would be the flow of execution of the for loop. So this is the syntax for loop, and the first compiler will check over here x is 1. So now it will check the condition, that condition is true or not. So here you can see that x value is 1, so condition is true. So it will come over here and it will print the value of x, that is 1. And then after printing the value of x, control will come on the x plus plus syntax, and x plus plus means the value of x would be increased by 1, and now the x becomes 2 because it's increased by 2, and now it will again come over here and it will check the condition. So again condition is true, so it will come down and again it will print the value of x, but this time the value of x becomes 2, so here it will print the 2. So again control will come over here, so now the value of x would be 3. It will check the condition over here and again it will come over here and it will print the 3. So this is the cycle will go on, and it will print the value of x till 10, and after printing the 10 you can see that here it's printing the value of x, that is 10, and then it will come over here. So now the value of x becomes 11, so in this case the condition would not correct, so now program will be terminated and you will get the output like. So how can we execute this program? So this is the syntax. First it will come over here, now check the condition. If condition is true, then it will come down on this selected area, and again it will come over here and it will check the condition. Condition is true, so again this process will go on. So how can we execute this program? So here this is the button, you can see that build and run. So once I will click over here, so you will get one black output screen, and you can see that this is the output we are getting 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So this is the way to write the code for this for loop in C++ programming. But suppose here I need to print the value of x, but I need to increment the value of x by 2. So how can we do that? So for that purpose I have to write like this: x plus equals to 2, it means the value of x would be increased by 2. So if I will execute this program, so you can see that 1 3 5 7 9 like this you will get the output. So this is the way of writing the code for the for loop in the C++ programming. If I will write x plus plus means increment by 1, and you will get the output like 1 2 10. But suppose here I need to print 1 to 10, but I need not to print 5, means I need to skip the value of x, that is 5. I need not to print over here. So how can we do that? So here there is a one inbuilt keyword, that is a break, and one keyword is known as continue. So how can we use continue and break inside the for loop? So how can we do write the code for that? So here suppose I need to skip the 5. So inside the for loop I will write one condition like if, and here x equals to 5. So we are checking the condition that if x, the value of x would be 5, then I have to use the keyword continue. So continue means what? It will skip the 5, and after that it will continue the loops. So if now I will execute this program, so you can see that 1 2 3 4, and here you can see that we are not getting the value 5. So after 4 it's directly 6 to 10, I will get the output. So here this is the keyword continue keyword. It will work like if you want to skip a proper one numbers, then for that purpose we have to use the keyword the continue. Suppose here I will write the keyword break. It means what? That it will skip this number 5, but after that it will break the whole loop. Means in this case you will get the output like 1 2 3 4, because of break statement it will completely break the loops, and you will get the output like 1 to 4 only. So this is the concept of for loop, and how can we use the concept of break and continue keyword inside the for loop. So I hope you will get the concepts, means how can you write the syntax for the for loop and what would be the flow of execution of the for loop. So in the next session we will see about implementation of for loops, means how can you implement the concept of loops. Like in the previous session we have already discussed about the while loop and do while loop, and in this session I'm going to tell you about the for loop. So where to use the while loop and where to use the do while loop, and how can we use the concept of for loop. So in the next session we will see about that. So thank you guys, thank you so much for your time.